Hey everybody, so by popular request, I'm going to do another walkthrough of Chitty just as how she is. I'll show some of the features, but definitely check out our other videos for all of her features, what we run on propane, what we run on solar, what we ran on shore power, um, just everything. Water filtration, tons and tons of videos, guys. The information's there. But here's an updated video of what she looks like today. No more TV. That's taken down. But this is 3/4 inch plywood. Everything in this bus is 3/4 inch plywood except the bunk area on the walls, just because we needed that side space. Every inch counts. Here I am standing in the bus. I am 5'6" exactly. Boop. Ryan is 6'2". So I guess he was like about here. International Genesis buses have taller ceilings than Thomas's, Bluebirds, blah, 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 whatever. We have taller ceilings. I've stood in enough buses to know these have the taller ceilings. Lots of over 6 foot people have come in our bus and stood up like, oh my God, I can stand in here. There is no roof raise. This is just how it naturally is. And we designed this bus with height in mind. So the floor, the ceiling, everything was done sparing inches, the width sparing inches. The bus is only so big, so we wanted to utilize every single inch that we could. Let me do a reverse. Let me kind of like walk out of the bus, and then maybe like I'll walk in and kind of show you everything. So here's the outside, all her basement storage boxes. All right, so we got a screen door. It's RV door, RV everything there. We got purple heartwood steps with diamond plate. Some storage area. We usually hung our flip-flops and shoes and dog leashes. There's even cup holders up here in this wood. Here's the engine. She is a flat nose, so the engine will be here. We re-insulated that as well. Helps with the noise, helps with the heat. It's a DT466 engine with the Allison transmission. I don't remember the number of the Allison transmission. It's on our ad. You can definitely check it out, but it's the one everybody wants. We have a couple of lights that we Velcroed up here. Those are the bus lights. We actually never really use them though. We have some hangers, lots of vertical space. We actually hung our coats up here in the wintertime. It kind of helped insulate the door even. Bottle opener. This is we have a few of these kind of throughout the bus. Fold up, flip stuff. We even have paint that we use, so if you wanted to paint it again or do a new paint, you can. More coat hooks, leash hooks. These are all the clasps and clamps for the basement's doors. If you wanted to clamp those down, we have all that, and this is like a magnet holder, which is really nice. The TV used to go here. The Roku was in here. This wire is fished through, so you can just easily mount your TV, plug it right there in. It's a Pioneer, I believe, no, Kenwood radio that we bought with Atwood speakers. There's 4. Oh no, there's 6. I lied. We have a lot of bumping music in here. Like, I didn't even know how many we had. All the way back here. So you can Bluetooth or directly hook up to this while you're driving and then have the speakers go all the way through the bus. We kept the 2 fans originally with the bus. There's also a backup camera monitor, a CB radio. I'm not sure if that's going to go with the bus or not, because I think that was the one from my childhood, so I'm probably going to take that. But I'll leave the CB speaker. We also put a charger here for whatever you need. So really easy stuff. Oh yeah, here's all the bus buttons. The parking brake. This is air brake. I don't think we even use these. This is like for the heater. Here's the driving thing to drive. And then this is a scan gauge. This will tell you the heat on your oil, fluids, like tons and tons of data on that thing. It's great. Any error codes that come up, if any, they will come up on that scan gauge. It's a freaking lifesaver if you don't know a lot about engines. And then this is a tow package. So if you are hauling anything, a Jeep, trailer, whatever, that's for that. And then all of my curtains, they have Reflectix inside, and then we just Velcroed them shut so you can roll them up. The Reflectix really helps inside insulate these single pane bus windows. It just really helps with that. Lots of little hooks kind of throughout too. Kind of just we would hang things on them. This couch, look, we're not even in the front of the bus yet. We got so much to show you guys. So down here, these brown things pull out. It slides actually all the way to here. This was designed as a convertible couch to have a bed laid across, but it wasn't as comfortable as we thought. So we ended up buying this giant foam mattress, and then we cut it to fit each couch. And then there's also lots of these boxes. We have USB chargers everywhere. We couldn't have enough plugs. Lots of IKEA vertical storage, the sink. So we also have lots of storage in the kitchen. We have pantry storage, top to bottom. There's drawers, there's cabinets down here, there's drawers here. This is a trash can. RV stove. It's a 3-burner propane stove with this 3 eyes on top and this awesome cover. This thing was like $40. Also have spice rack. We got magnetic spice, more hangers. This was like my bread coffee area is what I turned it into. You'll probably have to replace these panels because this will not come off. This is years of writing. But these are easily replaced. They literally just pop out. Super simple. You can put anything there. You can buy RV ones. We made these. You can do whatever you want. I suggest making them because they're cheaper. Hooks for hanging towels. This was like the only big mirror we had in the bus, so I wanted to make sure everybody had a place to style themselves. Here's fancy corner. Got a mirror for opening. I had a mirror here, and then we ended up hanging up these racks for my essential oils. And then we have a propane Dickinson furnace for a 40-foot boat. Propane sensors. This is tiled, really beautiful. This is pergo flooring that's reused. The bathroom also has some hangers. The mason jar holder is really awesome. More plugs for the toilet fan. That runs on solar. The water heater, RV, it's a Precision Temp 550. Precision Temp themselves, the company, told me if anybody has any issues when they buy Chitty Bang, they will take care of you. So they know me, throw my name out, throw the bus out. They know who I am. I've done a lot of work, articles and stuff for them, and they would be happy to help you guys. This is for a curtain, a shower curtain. I took it out because it was pretty gross after a few years. We have some holders. Goes down to the drip pan. This thing definitely needs to be cleaned a little bit. Here is the solar and electrical room. It has a dedicated closet space. I also had a kitty litter box and food and a vacuum and some other stuff in here. So it's also multi-use. This is all solar and this is the electric. So when you plug in, you're actually plugging in on the other side of this wall. But there's also plugs all the way around here. This is for the light. So I'll show you how to turn on the solar here in just a second. More mirrors, lots of curtains. These are dividing this and that kind of gave us some privacy having that curtain there. And then obviously the bathroom curtain. Obviously all these are changeable, and anything in this bus is changeable. So here is this curtain. I would probably change out this rod because it's bent. My awesome youngest daughter liked to hang on it. Lots of storage in here for the kids and just extra. I had towels, trash bags, like whatever. And then the kids' bunks. They're still kind of in there. And all the mattresses go with it. Obviously, I haven't touched up paint in a long time. They each have a dry erase board at the end of their bed. This is up, so let me show you. Under here, more storage. Can you believe it? Each kid had a USB plug in their bedroom as well. These are light strips. You probably just have to get some new ones, honestly. They're probably pretty old. And then we have the rock climbing rocks. That was awesome. It kept the space easy for them to get in and out of their bunks. More hangers. And then this fell. I don't know where this rod went, but it looks like this. It's literally just a dowel, like just a wooden dowel. And then I cut it, and then I sewed my curtains and I shoved it. It literally stuck here to there. It was excellent. Worked great. To go to the master suite. So this was my closet. We had mirrors. This was the hanger. We had a shelf. Lots of shelves, a lot of storage. We used cube boxes. And then Ryan's side, he had some cube boxes in these. Here, obviously, more storage. He's got hanging racks here. We each have one of these IKEA things. We like never used them. What a waste of money. So we literally never use them. And then, yeah, the TV is going to go with it. This is the remodeled bed after we dropped. The bed used to be much higher, so when we would do stuff, it was just uncomfortable. So we went from 100 gallons to 42 gallons. That boy right there. Bam. The pump. All that good stuff. All right there. Excellent. More storage. If everybody remembers, Mila the Mastiff's bed was under here. It was perfect for a Mastiff. Giant area. Or a table saw, because that also went there as well. And then we had the Pioneer split. We installed that before we moved out of the bus. This is literally, I just made this curtain with the hooks and some grommets. But it's all, and we added this lock. All you have to do is add a lock to it if you're ever going to go anywhere. And you can open it to your back porch. And we started collecting stickers. So we got all of our AC hookup here. This is the split unit. And then we have this giant, this looks like a gate. It's literally awesome because no one can break in your bus. They're gonna have to really try hard to climb over this thing when it's up, because there's a winch and the control for the winch is on the other side there. And then propane cage and a Costway washer dryer or washer spinner combo. Up here, bam, at the end of that is your video camera. If we installed it up there, you wouldn't see all of it. It kind of cut it off. So we had to, here I am in the bedroom. Very spacious. Check it out. Very nice. Very nice. We're like Borat. Oh yeah, smoke detectors in here. You just have to, flip the battery in. We undid them when we were cooking because it would kind of go off. But you see how open and how tall this looks. I think the ceiling helps with that as well. So, yeah. There we go. And that's the bus. She just needs to be cleaned. Again, probably. Some things probably need to be glued or repaired. She's been sitting here for a little while, but for the most part, I mean, she is like 100% working. She can roll anywhere. The water works. The solar works. She's ready to go. And if she needs anything done to her, I promise the money that you're buying this bus and not building it yourself is going to be amazing. It's like a typical house. Appliances go down. I haven't used any of these appliances since May 2020. So when we parked it, I'm assuming they all work just fine. The solar turns on, everything works. I've tested the propane, that worked, and then I had to use the propane, so I don't have any propane to test it anymore. The propane cage does hold 4 propane cylinders. It uses 2 at a time, and then 2 for extra backup. You can even put more in the bottom if you wanted to. Yeah, and let's go check out the outside. Okay, so this is going to be the vent for the fridge. This is the vent for the water heater. Here is your gray water tank underneath and your septic line. So you can hook up at an RV park. I'll show you. Here's your tank. You can dump it right here. We actually made this tank. We fitted it with everything, or you could hook it up to a hose and run your hose like wherever you want to go. There's some tow hooks that came with the bus. The stabilizer jacks there's 4 total on the bus. They're cranked up. You just use like a drill and crank them up and down, really simple. We would carry little 2x4s with us so they wouldn't sink in the ground. You can see the back deck. This is where we extended the frame right there. You can see the channel iron. It's welded. It's also bolted by huge construction engineering grade bolts. Like, we went to an engineer and got as much advice and help on this, and it has done so well. It has rocked so much. That hitch pulled our truck in a 20-foot trailer, and you couldn't even feel it. So this thing is definitely a bad bitch. All right, this is the gate, or the gate, it's the deck. I always call it the gate, I don't know why. Some more of those straps. You can also put those hooks I was showing you guys earlier to keep those down, or not. We drove plenty of times forgetting that. There is lights on the license plate, your hookup for your trailer. Let's see what else. Oh, there's your camera. There's the panel for the winch. The tires were brand new. We put them on in 2016. There's not many miles on them. This is the solar battery tray. There's four Crown Royals in there. 2 storage boxes here. And then we even added these. So when you put them up, it holds the door up just by setting it there. Oh yeah, this is your 50 and 30 amp plug. So when you plug it at RV park, it's right there. We did the wrong hole there. So we had to cover it. You can kind of see the windows are a little bit tinted too. This was from Arizona. So thankfully they kind of gave us some tinted windows. That's kind of nice. You can put, I think, a CB antenna there if you want to, I believe. Here's the bus batteries. And the solar batteries have this as well. There's like a plug-in here because we were parked somewhere with no sun underneath an awning. So we had to charge the batteries, keep them charged. And anytime we would park for more than 3 days, we always plugged our batteries into a trickle charger. And we literally would just run the extension cord from under the bus to the other side because there is an outside plug out there on the other side of the bus. And then here's all the wiring for the bus here. Bus wiring and stuff. And there's the flue for the propane fireplace. So yeah, very nice. All right, let me show you a little bit about the solar. Wow. So the batteries are currently 102%, charged really well. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we're not plugged in anywhere. You do not want to turn your solar on and be plugged in to shore power. I've never done it. I don't know what happens, but don't do it. So we're not plugged in. This is our cutoff switch to the batteries and to our inverter. So that's on. So that panel is for the inverter here. It's going to give it some time to get on there. It says it's off. Now, if you don't want to use this, there's a little button right there you can push, but I'm just going to hit on. Oop. Oh wait, that's the charger. Sorry, it's been a while. So hit this inverter on button. It's looking. Okay, it's looking. It needs to find something. So what we do is we go to our panel here. Now, when you're plugged in shore power, this switch should be down, right? But we need solar. This is our solar. So I'm gonna turn it on. Ready? You can hear it humming a little bit more. Ta-da! Now it's because I had this light switch on. So we have all these lights. All the lights. Let's turn these on. Ryan added these switches. Pretty cool. It's gonna take a minute because we haven't used it in a while. It's usually not this slow when you're using it all the time. But yeah, and everything's lit up. We really liked having all the windows open and stuff, and always the doors open, lots of fresh air. Opening that back door and having the windows open, you have a really nice tunnel of air that can come through, and then you don't even have to worry about using your air conditioner. I will say, when we were plugged in, I loved using this as a heater. It heated up the bus literally in like 10 minutes. It was like super toasty. It was like, gosh, it was probably like 13 degrees, the coldest we've ever had it. And the only thing that gets cold is the floor. And that's a common problem. If you ever look at Skoolie websites, the floor is drafty. Why? We're off the ground. Some people would put hay bales around their bus. I don't know. We didn't. We did have 2 little floor heaters. We had one Actually, we had one, I think. Or I don't know. I don't remember. I remember we had one at least here. And it would point back there when it was really cold just to keep the floor warm. But for the most part, we were always warm. I would just wear socks. That cooled us off really fast, too. We only had a chance to use the Pioneer one once. And that blew like crazy. It was really cold in our room. This air conditioner can keep up front really cold. Okay, it does a great job. It does a decent job keeping us cool back there. We did it for 2 years. The first year we didn't even have an air conditioner or a heater. We just had the propane stuff. But this was an addition that we added. So it's definitely possible. I'm like sweating in here because it's just so hot outside. And I don't have any windows open. But yeah, this is everything. This is how, I mean, you can see it working, everything that all works. I think my water tanks are dry, or I'd show you that. But yeah, that's it. So now we're just gonna shut it off. You can hear it get quieter. This is the solar charge controller, and this tells us how many amps we're drawing, 2.5, and it's probably that compost toilet fan. So definitely could be. But yeah, she's ready to go. She's ready to roll. Whenever somebody is ready to take her, she is ready. You know, fantastic. And you can do, you know, paint it. You can change it around. I even talked to some people about taking out these bunks, and we're going to make it into like an office space for like their computers and stuff, because they didn't have kids. So, I mean, Skoolies are all still very movable. You know, you can still move them around and change them however you want. But that's it. And check it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And if you want someone to buy it, share it. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Give us some likes. Thanks, guys.